All right, we're at video number 4 now, in which we will talk about how to actually thread the machine. So the first thing I want you to notice, again, we have the 2 spindles up on top. We use the one here toward the wheel end for the bobbin. The spindle that is toward the needle end is where we will place the thread that will be used to go all the way through the machine and into the needle. First thing, make sure again that that small wheel on the inside is positioned so that when you turn the outer wheel, you can practice right now. Turn that outer wheel away from you. You should see the needle move. Okay, if I turn the wheel away, you should see the needle move, and also there is this arm here that at the moment does not have any thread in it, but you can see this move and the needle move. They're both moving. Okay? It's important to have this arm up at the top before we begin threading. Just turn with your right hand, turn the outer wheel away from you until this comes up and the needle is up. You can see the end of the needle here. It is not below the presser foot. The end of the needle is sticking up. We can see the end of it. Now, if this is up and your needle is up, then you're ready to start bringing the thread through. Here is my spool of thread. I have the thread coming off of the spool behind, not in front, behind the spool of thread. It's coming out that direction. The first thing to do is pull it through this little piece that's coming up. You can see that there's like a little arm in front of it and a slit. So behind is a wheel. Michael, can you actually come over and show behind? Are you able to see where the thread is? I'm going to do it again. The thread is coming from the back of the spool. I can do this without even looking at it. Just drop it down. Drop it down and then pull thread. I'm sorry. That was going too far. I just pull it kind of under this little band. It falls right into a slot and it comes through there. And you see that? There's actually a small hole. You don't have to thread it. You just pull it under that band and it by itself falls into this slot. And then what we're going to do is pull it through the tension guide. Where all these numbers are, that's the tension guide. There's a slot there. Again, the presser foot needs to be up, presser foot up, needle up, and this arm up. Bring the thread through the tension guide. Bring it down through on the left side of this thing that's also some kind of tension piece. I bring it from the left to the right. Okay? Then keep going up, wrap it around that arm. Michael, if you can show through the side here, I'm going to do that again.
Wait. Not ready. Okay.
Okay. I'm going to continue and then I'm going to repeat this. So it's gone up. If you didn't get this far, don't worry, I'm going to repeat. It has now gone through this arm. I still have a hold of it. Now we're going down, Michael. There is this little guide here. Again, on the right side of the guide, there's a slot. I just keep pulling through. It falls into place once I get it through that slot. One more thing. This wire piece is the guide that positions the thread before it goes through the needle. Just wrap around. You don't have to thread it through, you just pull it. That's just a wire, an open wire guide. It falls into place. Now for me, this is the most tricky part, and it's actually aiming for the eye of the needle and getting the thread through. For me, it's easiest if I lower the presser foot. It gives me a little more space for my fingers. And then from the front going to the back, I have to get it through the eye of the needle, which I was able to do. Okay, it goes from the front to the back. Mom, I'm going to repeat everything, so don't worry if you're not getting it this first go round. Okay? Now, to actually join the two threads before you begin sewing, you can do this with the presser foot up. Lift the presser foot up. I am holding now the thread that has come from the spool on top with my hand over here on the right on the wheel that controls. Keep a hold of your thread with the left hand. Right hand. Turn the wheel toward you. At that time, the needle will be going down into the machine. The needle's going down now. I'm turning the wheel toward me. Needle goes down and keep turning. Needle goes up. Needle goes up. And then I'm going to take my scissors, or you can use anything sharp, pull it under the presser foot, and you can see the bobbin thread has been engaged. I pull them both through. Now what you can see is the two colored threads. I've got the light one is from the bobbin, the dark one is from the spool on top. We're gonna thread again. So, Michael, do you want to stop and we'll repeat?